Welcome back, guys. Today I'm walking on Tala Road in Runda. And one thing that we discover about these rich neighborhoods is that we don't have so many people walking on the streets. Because these places are normally called the low impact areas. But right now, if you look in front of me, you'll not see a single human being, except from one who is coming towards me, or maybe two. But if you look back, maybe one or two people, workers who work in this residential area. Maybe most of them just taking care of the this manicured lawns and things like that. So usually this is how it usually looks like in places like this. Because most of these rich people who live in these neighborhoods like to lock themselves up in their big mansions. Yeah, seeing them out here is not easy. Okay, because when they have to go to a provincial store to go and buy stuff, they usually motor themselves to that place. That's what usually happens in areas like this. Okay, not a single soul, except for one or two. That's what really happens in areas like this. And it is safe to say that Runda is what you call a diplomatic center of Nairobi, because so many diplomatic missions have set up shop in Runda. And if you want to look at the logistics of Runda, if you advance using this Tala Road, you'll get yourself to the UN headquarters in Gigiri. And Gigiri is usually sandwiched between Runda and Mdaiga. So what it means is that the tight security, because there's also the American embassy on the opposite side of the UN headquarters, Gigiri, they will find that the security that is usually accorded that place, or we would say that that is one of the most secured places in Nairobi, because we have the UN headquarters at the Gigiri complex, and then we have the American embassy just right opposite it. And then a mile away on Limuru Road, we have one of the most guarded places in Kenya, which is out of the presidency, which is a state house, which is what they call the Israeli embassy. That is one of the or the most protected or most secure areas of Runda. So this is how it is. Not so many people on the streets. People most of the time, these guys like to lock themselves up in their big houses. When they're venturing out, probably going to buy things at the provincial store, or maybe kids are usually taken to school by the what you call school buses, or maybe private cars. On the other side, you can see that is a Karura forest. Okay, Karura forest, just locking in what you'd call that friendly ecosystem, or what you call that eco or environment, or what you call a very good condition environment, because it's green everywhere. You can see that. Okay, it just brings to what you'd call that eco-friendly environment. Okay, apart from just vehicles passing through, and because this one, the road that I'm walking on right now is called the Tala Road, and we have what you call the Horseshoe Village. The Horseshoe Village is a place where so many guys who work at the UN headquarters, or the UN staffers, and members of the diplomatic corps, most of them live within that particular gated estate over there called the Horseshoe Village. So the whole lot of this road is usually very busy with what you call diplomatic number plated cars. Yeah, because of that the Horseshoe Village. And it's also one of the most most protected areas of Runda. But now, the contrast is, when you get to this point, okay, when you get to this point, there's a settlement called Huruma, okay? There's a settlement called Huruma. When you use this road, the road that is actually going towards that side, that place is usually called Huruma. It's an informal settlement that is also within this estate, okay? One of the toughest neighborhoods around this place, okay? So sometimes in these rich neighborhoods, you'll find that there's an what you call an informal settlement that is tucked inside there, okay? There were stories about the government planning to, just make roads that maybe can get you towards Limuru Road, through that what you call Huruma. But the jury is still out there, whether there were rumors or not, but maybe that's how it's going to be. You see, nowadays, if the government says that they want to enforce, they shall enforce. So it remains to be seen whether that will happen. But there are those fears by the residents of that informal settlement that the government was planning to construct roads that get you to the other side of Limuru Road. And this, the reason why, as to why that informal settlement was called Huruma is because of this place that we are right now. This is the home for the elderly, which is run by the Nairobi County. Yeah, it's called the Huruma Village. Okay, so that's where that name comes from. So this is how it is, guys. It's a chilly morning, and this is how it looks like, on a normal day. Okay, very, very secure. But not so many people walk on these roads. Not so many people. Except for this area, you'll find that guys from that informal settlement usually come out to go and work in this what you call these houses that are in Runda, what you call service delivery in Runda. So this is what you call the Horseshoe Village. That's how it looks like. Right now, the place where we are right now is still on Kitui Road, but now we are now going to what you call Ruaka Road. That was Tala Road. The road that I've been using right now is called the Tala Road. Now this one is now Ruaka Road, which advances towards the UN headquarters in Gigiri. Okay, so that's how it is. That is dual palm. Okay, that road over there is called dual palm. Okay, so this is how it usually looks like. Yeah, okay, so this is how it is. This is how it usually looks like. Not so many people on the streets. If you're in an settlement, an informal settlement, or those areas that are usually called the high impact areas, you would have so many people pouring into the streets by about 8, 7, or maybe 6 in the morning. Okay, yeah, okay, just preparing to go about their business of trying to put bread on their table, or what you'd call, just to try and make a livelihood. And that's how it is, That is the Kemfa Road, this one over here. Okay, this is called the Kemfa Road. Okay, yeah, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, this is Runda. This is the road that takes you to what you call the UN Avenue, or the UN headquarters in Gigiri. Okay, yeah, like I said, not so many people walk on these roads. You only meet maybe 1 or 2 people intermittently. Okay, just intermittently. Okay, very eco-friendly environment, this one, okay, fresh air. Because one thing about these rich neighborhoods, they like to take care of the environment. Look at the trees and how they have greened out. It looks good. You see, just breathing this air, reassures you that you're breathing more life into yourself, you know. But most areas, okay, or most what you call high impact areas, you will find that it's a concrete jungle, you know. We don't have trees that have been planted. I'm not very sure whether there was what you call very good planning in terms of just ensuring that when somebody is given a permission to construct a house, whether it's in a high impact area or low impact area, that they should put in place a situation whereby they can plant a few trees. You see, the drive that you're seeing on that side, that is what is called the flame tree drive. Okay, so this is how it is. This is how it usually looks like on a normal day in Runda. Vehicles going across, you know, and like I told you, so many vehicles over here are what you call belong to what you call diplomatic briefcases or foreign missions. Most of them have decided to set up shop in Runda because of because the place is usually very, very highly secure. It's a place which is highly secure, and this is how it looks like, you know. It's a very, very secure neighborhood. Okay, very, very secure neighborhood, you know, because again the diplomats yeah, must feel secure in foreign countries, and it's the work, okay, it is the work of the host government to ensure that they are safe. So this is how it is, guys. This is actually Runda, okay, yeah. So the road that you're seeing towards that side is what is called the Gidogoro Road. It's again a road that takes you to a place called Gidogoro, another informal settlement that is also found in Runda. Okay, so I've never known whether it's by design or how it usually works out, because you'll find that at every given time, right now this is one of the foreign missions. I have set up shop here, and I've never known why that at every given time when we have a rich neighborhood, okay, in a certain place, we must have an informal settlement just within that space. Maybe it's because of what you call service provision. Maybe this informal settlement will spring up so that they can profit in terms of maybe just service delivery and things like that to this rich neighborhood. I don't know. Maybe that's how it usually is. But that is what usually happens. Like, for example, in Runda, you have a place called Gidogoro. You also have Huruma, okay, in that same space. So I think this is what usually happens, that anytime we have a rich neighborhood, that maybe we'll have some kind of informal settlement that will offer services to the rich neighborhood. Maybe that's how it is designed to be, or maybe I don't know, but that's how it usually is. Because if you go to Loresho, you'll find that the Kibagare and Kangemi. If you go to Lavington, you'll find that there's also Kangware on the other side. Okay, that's how it usually pans out, you know. Okay, yeah, that a rich neighborhood will attract an informal settlement that will be what you call within that area, so that they can get some kind of service delivery from the residents of that informal settlement. So that's how it is. So like I was saying before, this is Runda. Right now we're still walking on Tala Road, okay, just going towards the UN headquarters in Gigiri. But you see, as soon as we reach that junction down there, we will switch off because you are not allowed, you know, to take pictures or to film that area. Yeah, that is one of the tight conditions, okay, or tight rules, okay. This is a Rocker Drive that advances you to that side, okay, but you're still proceeding with the Rocker Road, okay. The reason as to why they don't allow people to do photography or taking videos or things like that, it's very simple, because of security reasons, you know, okay. Because if you're found to be taking pictures or filming the area, it would be a breach of security. Maybe you would be doing that so that you can look at how the logistics are run in that area before you hire, so that maybe you can plan to breach, you know, the security of that heavily guarded or those heavily guarded installations, you know. So that's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. So what I was saying is that on this, in these rich neighborhoods, it's not easy to find so many people on the roads. Okay. Okay. You just find a few people. Most of them workers within this area. Okay. Some of them manicuring the lawns, some of them, you know, just trying to ensure that the place looks nice and clean, you know. Okay, due to the heavy roads, due to the heavy rains, the roads have been damaged. So what they've been doing, they've just been trying to do what you call a bit of repair. You can see like this one is well lined out as they advance toward that side. Okay. As they advance toward that side. So this is how it has been. This is how it's actually going down. Okay. There's a school bus for one of the schools within this area. It is called Regis. Okay. Okay. Where learners or parents pay almost an arm and a leg to put their kids in school. That's another bus belonging to the same school. Or maybe they are going to a trip or something. Okay, one of the very expensive schools in this area of Runda. So this is how it is. Okay, this is how it usually looks like on a normal day in Runda. Okay, and like I told you that as soon as we reach that junction, we'll try and switch off our phone, because we're not allowed to film from that point going towards the UN headquarters. Okay, it's not allowed, because that one is one of the strict rules that have been put in place. Okay, you're told no filming, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. No photography, no you're not allowed actually to, you know, just roll up your camera, take some photos, or do a video, or shoot videos within that area. It's not allowed. So this is how it looks like on a normal day. Okay, this is how it looks like on a normal day. So guys, so that's how it is. Now we are now on Limuru Road, and we just had to switch off a little bit, just to make sure that we do not breach some of the rules and regulations that have been put in place about strict filming in that area. So right now we are on Limuru Road, and so guys, I think maybe I'll end my video here, because a mile away there's also the Israeli embassy, and we do not want to find ourselves in a situation whereby we'll have breached some of the rules that have been put in place. So this is Limuru Road. Okay, that junction over there is the junction that takes you to the UN headquarters in Gigiri. So guys, I think I'll end my video here, and just ask those who haven't subscribed to kindly do so. Okay, and for our viewers who have already subscribed, I'd like to thank you most sincerely, and to ask you to continue watching our videos liking and leaving a comment, positive ones or maybe sometimes criticism. All that is allowed so that it can make our channel better. Thank you so much for being a member of this community. Okay, I just want to tell you that I'm very, very grateful to the depth of my heart. Thank you so much. Bye. See you on another one. Thank you.